Ladies and gentlemen, yet another Southern California management company closed its doors this year, with the owner about to be charged with multiple counts of felony grand theft. Some of you may have heard that at the end of 2015, a Ventura County court sentenced Chrissy Davis to 12 years in prison after embezzling more than $1.5 million. We have a special treat for you today here, folks. We actually have Miss Davis on the phone, live from Chino Women's Facility. Miss Davis, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Thanks for having me on the show, Ryan.
Thanks for joining us. Is that call waiting?
Yeah, it's just one of my cell phone neighbors, sorry.
Okay, well, Miss Davis...
I didn't think they allowed cell phones in prison.
If you're running the show, they
Sorry,
do.
don't tell
They
me.
do.
I was just telling our audience here about the $1.5 million.
That you know about.
Yes, the $1.5 million that we know about that you stole from your client. I guess the question on everyone's mind is, why? I mean, you had to know you were going to get caught, right?
What? Seriously? Have you ever been a property manager?
I can't say that I have, no.
It's the toughest job out there. I was dishing out legal service like Gloria freaking Allred. I was a landscaper, an architect, a claims adjuster. Hell, I even set a broken leg at a board meeting once. Those people couldn't tie their damn shoes without asking me how to do it first.
Wow, that's tough. But you know, there are an awful lot of property managers out there, and I'm pretty sure that they aren't stealing money like you did.
That you know about.
No, I'm pretty sure we can say with 100% certainty that 99% of them are not stealing money.
Well, you know, they can keep doing that, God bless them. I'll stick to managing cell blocks, because that, my friend, is where the money is at.
I'm sorry, did you say managing cell blocks?
Oh, hell yeah, I'm making a killing. I'm pulling in 4 packs of Marlboros a week.
And you say that's easier than managing communities.
Are you kidding? Do you know how many times I wanted to beat the crap out of one of my board members on the outside? Every flipping meeting. In here, I can act out every little fantasy I've ever had as a manager. You think a violation letter is threatening? Wait till you see my meat hooks flying at your pretty little face. There's no pet problems, no parking problems, no whiny little board members. Oh, you don't want to pay your dues? Bam! Broken leg. Yeah. Honey, you can't sleep because your big mean neighbor was being too loud. Try sleeping with my foot up here.
Okay, Miss Davis, thank you very much for calling in. Thank you very much, Miss Davis.
That was close.
Oh, hi. Thanks for joining us, Jen.
Hello.
Completely Jen, and only Jen.
How's the weather? So random that you would just walk in. Shady Folks HOA held its annual chili cook-off this past weekend as a send-off to summer. This year, the community added a rugby tournament to spice up the day. The cook-off contestants tended to their chili all day long, and the rugby tournament was in full force. As you know, Jen and Ryan, rugby is a very, very rough game, and multiple participants were taken off by stretcher. I was actually at the event, and I asked many bystanders, but nobody seemed to know where the injured were going. I was reminded of that Chilean rugby club that crashed in the Andes in the early 70s, Alive. Yeah. I'm not going to talk about conspiracy, but the chili was a bit gamey. Association Social Solutions, a not-for-profit that fosters goodwill within community association industry, has partnered with a number of other organizations intended for the combined efforts to provide complete services to residents of common interest developments. While the intentions of ASS are good, it seems the partnership has unfortunately led to some uncomfortable contention among the various organizations.
For example, the National Institute for Community Involvement, now known as NICEAD. It feels it's being pushed out by the Business Implementation Group, aka Big Ass. Organizations, you see, are interested in being run by Trump and linked cheeks. There's been a gap between the cheeks for some time, and now that they brought them together, creating some uncomfortable noise.
I warned you. Meanwhile, the Foundation for Incorporating Neighborhood Engagement, or FINAS, is stepping up to foster camaraderie through community-sponsored fashion shows. And finally, the newly formed Dumbass, dedicated undervalued members of the board, as its First director, Ryan Lochte. Lochte's initial order of business will likely be redecorating all community restrooms. Rope Pest Technologies has announced plans to develop a new business unit in an effort to address a growing pest prevention need among Southern California communities. According to founder and CEO Angelo Tomaselli, public enemy number 1 is a group of Asian imported pests. Now, some of the more common pests in this group are caterpie, pidgey, and weedle.
Rare organisms such as taro, snida, Pikachu are being identified with increasing frequency. There's a rumor but no confirmed sightings of Zapdos, Moltres, and a powerful Mewtwo. Mewtwo? Mewtwo. Mewtwo. These pests are one thing, but the independent and freelance hunters known as trainers of these pests are really causing more harm than good, Tomaselli said in a recent interview with OC View magazine. Because these pests are very small, elusive, and digital, they can only be seen with specifically designed smartphone application technology. Trainers are actually tripping over steps and curbs. They're stepping off sidewalks into oncoming traffic, and they're even falling off of seaside cliffs.
Tomaselli's plea, leave Pokemon eradication to the experts.
Seasons have changed in Southern California, and fall is upon us actually. It's today. It is today, very exciting.
Weather report today.
Yeah. And winter is right around the corner. This time last year, if you remember, communities were gearing up for an El Nino, the likes of which had never been witnessed.
Researchers at Caltech were able to capture a representative sample of the rainwater measured across the region and preserve it for future study. Gratefully, the research team has loaned us their valuable sample, and we have it here.
So police responded to a hostage situation in Windy Plains HOA. Witnesses first reported a tall man in a silver suit forced himself into the home of a young woman. The woman, described as wearing a white and big dress, goes by the name of Dorothy. Her roommate, Fred the Scarecrow Jones, said the incident ended quickly and the silver-suited man was taken to jail. At his hearing, the hostage taker, still in a silver suit, was asked by the judge why he took the action he did. And he responded,
I'm going to try to do this guy justice. This is a direct quote. I have been hurting for so long. When we first met, we were inseparable. We took a long journey together on which we met a couple of other people in need. I thought we had grown quite close, and when our adventure was over, we went our separate ways, but I expected we would stay in touch. Then, just before she left, and right in front of me, she said she was going to miss the Scarecrow most of all.
no.
That left a mark. And when I heard the Scarecrow and she were moving in together, I decided it was time to teach her a lesson in courtesy and manners. You don't talk to your friends like that, Judge. You just don't do it. You pull them aside and say it privately. Everyone knows that.
When questioned why he gave up so quickly, the man replied,
I just didn't have
The heart. Thank you, folks. These are the jokes, folks. These are the jokes.
That's all you get.
According to a recent study released by the Insurance Information Institute, the payout for canine-related claims is on the rise. Dog bites accounted for more than 1/3 of all homeowners insurance claim dollars paid out in 2015, costing a total of $570 million. The average dog bite claim paid out $37,214. And on a completely unrelated note, Mike, I got you a new jacket.
Gee, Brian. And I didn't get you anything.
That's all right, buddy. Just seeing you in that suit, that's all the thanks I need.
early this year, a California State Court of Appeals pierced the business judgment rule, finding that Erna Parth could not avail herself to the protections afforded by the rule merely because she was a sitting board of director making decisions. The court decided that Parth failed to understand the scope of her authority in acting unilaterally, and that the evidence suggested she made no effort to ascertain what authority she did possess.
When asked for her comments on the decision, Ms. Parth said, "I guess I should have let the other 100 owners that never come to board meetings and never look at financial statements make that decision."
I can't wait to run for the board, said no one AB 968 goes into effect January 1st, 2017. Civil Code Section 4775 will now require the association to repair and replace the exclusive use common areas unless otherwise dictated in the CC&Rs. The rule also states, however, that the unit owner is responsible to maintain the exclusive use common area, leading to many question, what exactly does maintain mean?
Anyone that's been married will tell you that the term maintenance is a loose one at best. Yes, Doris, I do believe that a haircut twice a year is more than sufficient. I don't give you a hard time for shedding your uterine lining, so lay off my dandruff. It's my scalp's metamorphosis.
Thank you for joining us for Weekend Update HOA style. I'm Mike Berg.
I'm Jennifer Norton.
And I'm Gesell, wishing